Welcome to Stop Wasting Your Wine, a wine review podcast where we waste our wine so you don't have to. On this episode, we review
a pink wine from France.
a pink wine from France. It must mean it's a couple days around Valentine's Day. I don't know why we always seem to do. We're like, oh, it's Valentine's Day. Everybody wants to drink a rosé. Let's do it. But yeah, that's right. We are. I guess that's true. It's a big day for rosé. Thanks for joining, by the way. My name is Joel, and of course, I'm joined by two of the most lovely people, true Valentines in my life, Colin and Aaron.
Thanks, buddy.
Welcome.
Start off. I love this new compliment line that you're coming at us with every week. It's really nice. It's just it went from kind of like weird and gotcha-y in the beginning, and now it's just really nice. You know, and I really like the arc you've taken.
Yeah. Thank you. You know what? New year, new me. I want to start every pod on a positive note. And actually, I feel like I need to add. I think I want to do our first Stop Wasting Your Wine apology.
Oh,
right now.
Oh, okay.
What's up?
Is that okay with you guys?
Yeah,
Can we do that?
Yeah, please.
What's going on?
I'm good. I need to apologize to Colin about something.
Okay.
Colin, last week when we were playing, or 2 weeks ago now, when we were playing Spellmalier, we were going back and forth, and I think I insisted at one point that it was my turn.
Yes.
And upon review, I had the research department go back and take a look at the footage. Upon review, we had a little switcheroo in order that may or may not have, we can't know for sure.
No, you're right.
Affected the outcome of the game.
It was a pretty easy word, though, I will say.
Joel
even for me.
You denied Colin his first Spellmalier victory.
But you know what?
Cheating.
But I'll say this. It takes a big man to apologize for your mistakes. And Joel, I appreciate you coming on the show and doing that.
I am that big man.
Yeah.
Apologies accepted.
Thank you.
That was really nice.
To get that off my chest. You know,
really
I don't
nice
like to go into
Valentine's
Day with any regrets on my mind or my heart.
100%.
So I feel good, and we can rock and roll forward. I love that.
Valentine's Day tradition is a holiday of attrition.
Exactly right.
I want to point out that I did when I was running that game, I did say it is Colin's turn, and you
you did.
You both insisted I was wrong. So
that.
I just asked for a little more trust in the future as I'm hosting Spellmalier. I got it. I got on lock. But appreciate the apology, Joel. You're a big man.
I can't make any promises, but I hear you and I respect you.
I see you.
And we'll see what happens.
He's just trying to protect that undefeated record. He'll stop it.
Whatever it takes, man.
I mean, the man can spell.
Better believe it.
The man can spell.
I got a taste of victory, and I will accept nothing less at this point. Okay?
At all costs.
That's right. Hey, speaking of tasting things, I think on this show, that's going to be part of what we do. We are a wine review podcast, after all. Got a lot of fun stuff coming up today. So today we are going to, of course, try this pink wine from France. We're going to learn a little something, a mouthful of facts on regions and grapes. That's what the title is here on this sheet. I'm both unnerved and excited to learn more about that. We're going to play everybody's favorite game, I'm Wine With That, bringing back a classic. It's been a little bit. Looking forward to that. And then, of course...
As long as I don't have to spell.
Yeah, you're free on that one today. And then, of course, give our review here. So that's what you can look forward to coming up. Aaron.
Nice. Ooh.
All we know so far is that we're drinking a pink wine from France. The listeners want to know a little bit more. Can you tell us some details?
I would love to, because this is a popular wine. We are, in honor of Valentine's Day, we wanted to review one of the biggest hits in rosé. We are reviewing the one and only Whispering Angel. Yes. It is 2023. This is made from Grenache, Cinsault, and Rollet. It is from Côtes de Provence and has a 13% ABV. And it runs you about $20, and you can get this anywhere. You can get this at your Total Wine. You can get it at your supermarket. It is a popular bottle of rosé to grab, especially on Valentine's Day. So we wanted to put it to the test.
Yeah, it's interesting. We were talking about this a little bit. I feel like there's a very few kind of labels that you will recognize if you're walking in, supermarket or in, Total Wine. I got mine at ABC, good liquor and wine stores. So yeah, I'm kind of excited about this one because it technically, I think you could say it falls under the grocery store umbrella, but might be a little niche in there. So we'll see.
For sure.
And Aaron, this was your pick, so tell us a little bit about why.
Yeah, I kind of already led with it, but this is a wine that I feel like if you have a barbecue, have friends over, and that people like rosé, like there's an 80% chance this bottle's showing up. It is like this, the chicken wine, Hampton Water, and like a couple others that are just sweeping the nation in popularity. But I think a step up from like the chicken wine, like this is your next level. So I wanted to grab it, and I want to. Well, chicken wine runs you about $15.
Watching Colin's face as you said that.
Sorry, Colin is morally opposed to chicken wine.
Well, I have PTSD. As soon as you said chicken wine, the PTSD struck, and it's just like, if this is anything like that, we are in deep trouble.
Well, no. I'm saying the chicken wine runs you about $15. So if someone's not trying to grab the like literally second cheapest rosé that you can grab, this is like the $20 rosé. It's the next tier up. It's a nice looking bottle. People like it, and it's hard to tell with some of these names, like the chicken wine, if it is hype or if it's actually a quality wine, right? Like there's a lot of people out there that swear by the chicken wine that is a great rosé, and Colin would rather gouge his own eyes out than like buy it for himself. So like that was an important thing to figure out. Let's check out Whispering Angel and see if maybe this is a better bang for your buck.
Great. Yeah, well, you guys have done a good job of terrifying me, because I wasn't terribly familiar with this bottle before we bought it, but now I'm a little worried.
Really? This isn't something that has like popped up in your life over and over and over again for the past few years?
Only you talking about it and saying we should try it. In my book, I mean, I don't know if it's just like doesn't have the same draw here or what, but I don't feel like people are like clamoring about it.
Oh, maybe it invaded the States from the Northeast. Yeah. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, for me, it's two things. One, I don't drink a ton of rosé, which I should drink more rosé because I tend to like the ones that we try, except for the chicken wine.
Should we actually say the name of the chicken wine, by the way?
Le Vie Fermée, is that what that one was?
Yes.
It's the chicken wine.
It has a chicken on the bottom.
The chicken wine.
Don't buy it.
I know, but I feel like if people haven't been along with this every step, they're like, what the hell are these jokers talking about? There you go.
Yeah. So I don't drink a lot of rosé, and two, like you guys said, this is pretty much everywhere, and I don't usually shop for wine at grocery stores or stuff like that, so it's not, I think, on my radar maybe as much.
It's almost like the opposite effect. Because it's everywhere, it's like less appealing to you.
Yeah, that might actually be true.
Interesting.
I think that's totally fair. Yeah.
Just kind of pretentious, but here I am.
Here you are.
Hey,
it's your job on the show. Your spot on the show is to be the pretentious wine snob. Like, that's your job.
Well, and we've been burned a couple of times by some things that fall somewhat into this category too. The Casillero del Diablo is popping into my head. Ooh. That still is giving me
pretty much
pain.
Any grocery store wine showdown has been an absolute disaster. So
for sure. So there's reason to be suspect. I think we're coming into this with a healthy suspicion or a healthy resistance to that, and I think that's okay. But again, opening up our minds. I'm hoping we have a nice, winner here. And again, I'm not labeling this a grocery store wine by any means. This is just it's very available. It's very popular in some parts. So yes, we're not making it that kind of episode. But I'm looking forward to it. We've been talking about it for way too long without actually opening it up and trying it. So why don't we do that? We can solve the mystery right now.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Tastes like wine.
So it doesn't smell like feet, which is like 100% better than the chicken wine. So we're already
win. End the episode. Thanks for listening, everyone. You can find us on
That's
Instagram.
my review.
Things looking up. Yeah. So the one note we have so far is not feet. That's great. What else does anybody have?
I just spilled on myself. That was embarrassing. I'll
My
have to-
God. He loves it. Look at this guy. He can't get enough.
Just gonna
It's
get
just
it.
all over.
Showering himself in this one. Slow down
the
over
best.
there. My God.
Getting a lot of red fruits on this one, like a ton of red fruits. It's like a red fruit bomb. Some nice strawberries in there, a little bit of raspberry.
But is that like a citrusy kind of cutting through it? Like there's the red fruit, but it's not like the big ripe red fruit that you'd get like on the red, like we had 2 weeks ago. This has a citrusy or lighter, maybe even a little bit of a grassy smell kind of cutting through the fruit a little
Well,
bit.
I was gonna say like florally, maybe not grassy, but florally.
Maybe
but
that's what I'm looking
but
for.
but
Yeah, I would
also
agree with
not like a deep red rose florally, but like a a
No.
little bit nicer, springier floralness in there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's nice.
like
it's
wild,
light.
some
It's cutting down
white
the fruit
wildflowers.
a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
for sure. And then also, I think citrus is a good call though. I definitely think there's some lemon in there, but the fruit is really nice. I really enjoy how fruity this is. It's definitely, I would say, probably not too serious of a rosé just by smelling it. I think it's going to be light and fun, which is fine. That's okay for a rosé or really any wine if that's the style they're going for. But
Oh,
I
did you
just
notice when
say-
Colin says light and fun or anything? Are you gonna say the same thing as me,
I
Joe?
was gonna say the exact same thing. The monotone inflection to which you said, "I really enjoy how fruity and nice this is." It just hit my.
But you also
funny
notice
chord
it,
so
no
hard.
matter what, whenever Colin says anything like the phrase light and fun, he wiggles his shoulders.
I do wiggle my
He
shoulders.
does
a little
he
bit
does a little, but with the monotone. It's light and fun.
Wait,
with the
wait.
monotone.
Can we go back and see it? Go ahead and put it right back in here right now.
I think it's going to be light and fun, which is fine.
Oh, he does. I love that. That's fantastic.
Light, fruity. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, really nice.
Love that.
That
Okay,
smells
give
nice.
it. I've
All
had
that to
so many
say.
sips over here while you guys were talking.
Oh, man,
so I'll
I'm a
invite
cheater.
you guys to do it too. Surprised? Yeah. What are you guys getting?
Not chicken wine.
Yeah.
No. No, slight step up.
No feet, no chicken wine. What else?
I think the citrus actually shows up a lot more than the red fruit does. It is surprisingly acidic, I would say. I don't think I was ready for the amount of acid just by smelling it. I thought it was going to be a little more tame based on the fruit profile, but boy, was I wrong about that. Aaron, you have anything else?
You know, Colin, this is that category that we've talked about with some wines where it's so acidic and so dry that you're constantly drinking more of it because it's drying out your mouth, and you're trying to hydrate, which is making it worse. And so, like, this is definitely approaching that like porch pounder category for me in the summertime, where I'm going to sip this and I'm going to accidentally drink the entire bottle just because it's going to force me to continue drinking more of this. I think too, I agree with you. I definitely get a little bit like light strawberry, but you know when you have a drink where it comes with the like lemon or lime on the side and you squeeze it in to just add that, like that's kind of the level of citrus. It's just like the spray
whisper.
of citrus. Just
Ah,
a whisper of
an
citrus.
angel's whisper?
But it's like it's right on top, right? But I agree with that 100%. But it's definitely the dryness and the acidity is a 1-2 punch for sure. Joel,
To see if there's anything else, notes wise that I would call out. I think you guys nailed it. I would just say, only thing I'll call out. I think we've all been kind of beating around this, but not that everything is in the middle, but it's very balanced. I think actually, I was surprised how kind of balanced it was because it is super acidic. But yet I don't know if it's a sweetness in there that's making everything work as well. It's just kind of, carrying everything. It's not shining through because it is so acidic, but at the end of the day, it makes for a really nice sip.
As acidic as it is, it's got a little bit of body. It's not totally thin, which I think is nice. And then the red fruits do, just as far as more flavors, the red fruits do come through a little bit. Aaron, I think you were right when you said it's definitely more citrus forward than red fruit forward. And then that florality, or a little bit of that floralness, I think really shines through as well.
All right, well let's take that. Some I think generally very not surprised, but pleasant
I'd say
experiences
surprised.
so far.
Yeah.
So good. All right, so let's ponder that a little bit.
this is Colin
much else
once
to
again
do.
saying I
Yeah.
don't drink rosé very often, but then every time he drinks rosé, he's like, I really like this wine.
Well, let's not put words in my mouth there. I don't know.
Okay,
if
I'm
really
sorry.
is
I'm
an acceptable
sorry.
qualifier.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But we'll wait
We-
for the review.
Yeah. We got to ponder a little bit. We got to think this through.
My
Enjoy this while we do some learning and have some fun. So let's jump into it, Colin. Teach us something.
Give us a mouthful of facts, please.
This is the only thing you will learn.
You got it. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the Côtes de Provence and the rosé that comes from there. Now, rosé, while it is the king over there, they do make some other wines, both red and white, in the region. I've seen different stats on this actually. So it's anywhere between like 90 and 92% of all wine out of the Côtes de Provence is going to be rosé.
Really?
So that's really, yeah. Yep. So that's really what they focus on.
Wow,
So
just hung their hat on that, huh?
yeah, for sure. I think it has a lot to do with the grapes that grow there and what they're able to do with the grapes, which we'll touch on in a little bit. Also, a little bit of the region, which I actually want to get into right now. There's this cooling factor. We're in the south of France, so the south of France is actually pretty warm. But they have this, it's called a Mistral wind, which actually blows down from the north, which provides this cooling into the vineyards. It also helps dry the vineyards out. In the south of France, you're going to get a little bit more rain than you would in other places. So it helps not only with the cooling, but it helps prevent disease and mold. With that coolness, you're also going to get some freshness to the wine, which is why this was a great area for rosé and even whites, but they've really hung their hat on the rosé. So they have quite a few grapes you can grow in the Côtes de Provence area. We're drinking tonight Grenache, Cinsault, and Rollet. Rollet is actually a white grape, so this is two reds and a white. And Rollet everywhere else in the world is Vermentino. So you might have heard of Vermentino before, probably not Rollet unless you're familiar with the south of France. But they can also use Mourvedre, other red grapes, Syrah, a local grape, Tibourine, I believe it's pronounced. Probably wrong on that. Don't come at me. Carignan, and then they actually grow a little bit of Cabernet Sauvignon in the region too. And then as far as white grapes go, we have the Rollet or Vermentino. They also have Trebbiano, which they call Uni Blanc. I don't know why they like switching the names up, but that's one thing they do in the Côtes de Provence. Claret and Semillon. So all of these are allowed in the bottle, allowed in the mix. Most of these wines are going to be blends. So what can you expect from the wine themselves? A lot of what we've seen actually in this one, you're going to see those red fruits, also a little bit of that citrus with the lemon, a little bit of grapefruit sometimes people say, strawberry, raspberry, those floral hints. Joel, I think that was a really good call. And then on the more serious versions, you can also get some notes of herbs, like some of those southern France herbs, thyme, rosemary, that kind of stuff. So they do make these in different levels too, from light and fun and crushable, moving my shoulders, all the way to
Get it.
to some of those more serious wines. So a really rosé for everybody. And that's a mouthful of facts about the Côtes de Provence.
That was a mouthful of facts.
That is a perfectly good way to describe what you just told me. I'm gonna chew on that a little bit.
Yeah, chew on it. Chew on all those grapes.
I'm still wrapping my mind around the fact you have an entire region that is pretty much dedicated to rosé. That's wild to me.
Yeah, it seems rare.
Yeah,
right.
One of the few,
Yeah.
for sure.
Mhm.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Colin. Always nice to learn a little bit about what we're drinking and where we're drinking from. So always appreciate that. And unless anybody objects, I think we can go ahead and play a little game here. What do you guys think? A little
I'm
wine
wine
with that?
Yeah, I'm
All
wine with that.
right.
Hell yeah. Wine with that for sure.
Let's go.
All right. So listen, if this is the first time you've played this just absolutely intense and complex game with us, don't worry. I'm going to break it down for you before we get too deep into the weeds. Here's what we do. Each of us comes to the table here with just an interesting situation. Put yourself in the shoes of whatever we're presenting you with, and we're prompted with the question of, you wine with that or are you not? It's pretty straightforward, actually, now that I've described it. Let's give the folks an example. Aaron, you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll start us off. All right, you are going into a very fancy steakhouse. You have dressed up. You're gonna have a really, really nice $1,000 bottle of wine, just like saving up your money. And you are with a very good friend of yours, but your friend is just an absolute goober. They are telling dad jokes. They are
boy.
breaking into musical theater. It's like everyone's looking
boy.
at you. People are frustrated, and they just don't care. They are someone that has no shame, no personal embarrassment. You going to be able to make it through that bottle, or are you getting up and leaving?
Can I ask you a qualifying question?
Yes.
Are you traveling? Say like you're in Vegas at a nice
That's a good question.
steakhouse there.
I'm gonna say there's potential. People. Like
Okay,
I'm gonna say
I'm
you're
so glad
at
you
like
said
you're
that.
at like a
Yeah.
nice restaurant,
Yeah.
but you're in your.
Don't give him
hometown.
the cop out. Don't give him the easy way out. Yeah,
Yeah,
keep this
no.
hard.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
you're in downtown Orlando, Colin.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I still think I'm fine with that. That's fine. Like, whatever. It's not me who's drawing the attention, so I'm just going to sit there awkwardly and drink my really nice wine. But
Yeah.
I'm not making an ass of myself, so really no hair off my back.
Yeah.
Good for you.
I'm gonna say I'm wine with that too. I want to have that great wine. I want to have that good food, and I'm gonna be giving everybody around me one of these looks, like I don't know. I don't know. Don't look at me. Like I'm gonna be doing
This
that the
guy,
whole
right?
time while I'm
This
enjoying
guy.
the hell out of my dining experience.
Yeah.
I'm definitely projecting my own like deepest fears. I'm not wine with that. I pretend I need to use the bathroom when Michael Scott is too awkward in the office. I get such bad
I do skip
secondary.
Scott's tots.
I get
Gotta
so
skip Scott's
bad
tots.
secondary embarrassment in awkward situations. Like I would take my one glass of wine and I would just go sit in the bathroom and drink it.
Well,
until-
if that's an option,
gross.
if we can take a doggy bag, I mean that's hell yeah. Let me ask you
But
this
I put-
question. Go ahead, Colin.
No, I was just shocked by the bathroom comment because who's going to
Yeah, why
enjoy a
are you-
really nice I
Go
mean, that
home,
could get
grab an
real
Uber.
gross real
I'm
quick.
sure
Yeah.
it's a nice bathroom at a really nice steakhouse. I don't know.
Forever unclean.
It's not going to smell like urinal pucks, I'm sure.
Oh God. Oh,
That's
see,
what
now
you
I'm
stink
thinking
smell.
about that. That's just awful. Let me ask you this question. So what you said, I think in your question you said $1,000 bottle of wine. How expensive would that bottle of wine have to be for you to sit there and act like you were into it?
Oh,
For
to
the
be
dinner.
down.
Yeah, to be like, that's my guy.
I
That's
don't know,
my
Colin.
guy
Colin,
right
you
there.
told me what's like a number. Actually, no, I've been to like a stupid restaurant that had like if it was like a $10,000 bottle of wine, I'd be like, all right,
$10,000.
I'm gonna jump in with you. I'd act like I like it. I'm $10,000.
You just gotta
Jump
be like,
in.
you gotta be like, that's my guy. You don't have to join in. You just have to be like, I'm into it.
a lot,
No,
a few thousand.
no. I could go for like 2,500. That's
That's
fine.
still a number.
No, I get like 800. Doesn't even need to be. I'm often you drink an $800 bottle of wine.
Yeah,
Whatever.
exactly.
I'll
That's my
pretend
point.
like I'm
Yeah.
in on this for $800.
Secondhand embarrassment is strong. Okay,
That's true.
it's
It is
just
tough.
me.
It
It's
is
just me.
tough.
It's my fear.
No, I like it. That's a good one. It got me thinking. Colin, what do you got?
All right, so we are close to Valentine's Day, so I'm going to try to
What?
theme this a little Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
So, you're at a really nice restaurant with your significant other,
Sure.
enjoying a very expensive bottle of wine, whatever wine you want. But every ex-boyfriend or girlfriend that your significant other has ever had is there with you. Are you wine with that?
Wait,
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
that
why with that?
that the
There's-
significant other's boyfriend
Significant
or
other's
girlfriends
or
Oh.
girlfriend.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I'm wine with that.
Yeah, I'm fine with
That's
that.
fine.
I mean, I won. I'm there. I'm there. I'm there with them. I mean,
Yeah,
I got this fresh haircut. I'm good.
yeah.
Now, if it was all of my exes, I'm getting the hell out of there before they start talking. I don't want them talking to each other.
That's fair. That's fair. Maybe I should have worded the question like that. That would have been a little more spicy.
No, but now I'm wondering: is this like you projecting your deepest fears
That's
too,
what I was
Colin?
gonna say.
Are you not okay with your partner's
Uh,
exes there?
No, I'd probably be wine with that. I mean, I think it would be super strange.
Super strange.
Super.
All of Chrissy's exes are German scientists.
Oh, it's super strange.
Oh, Colin.
But I think at the end of the day, for a really nice bottle of wine, I could probably make it through.
Wait, I wanna kick this one up a notch as well, if I could. Significant others, boyfriends, girlfriends are there, but they are the age that they were with your significant other. So 16-year-old, whatever, 22-year-old.
People out of my restaurant. I don't even know enough to drink.
Does that change? Does that make it spicier? No, it's okay. We'll cut that.
No, I think if you made them all hot and successful, that would maybe be more problematic. But
that would be that's just a depressing dinner.
this
Wow.
is mean.
Yeah, that just got sad. All right,
Next.
I'm gonna hit you with this one. I'm gonna break it down just a little bit, and this is again just one that I've been thinking about, and actually my wife and I are in full agreement on this one, which makes me very happy. But what do you think about going to dinner on Valentine's Day? Period.
Pass.
Going out, doing the whole thing, probably having one of those prefix menus where you can only select like 2 of the 8 things at the place you always go, and you're like, these aren't the things I want. Thoughts? Go. Are you fine with that?
Nope.
Not wine with that.
Nope.
Right?
No, that's a
Pass.
hard pass.
Nope.
Who are these people going out on Thanksgiving? Going out on Valentine's Day?
If there are listeners, we appreciate your choice.
Absolutely.
And
Enjoy.
We wish you the best.
Absolutely. Just little friendly tip from your neighborhood podcast. Go on the 15th. It's
Yeah.
cheaper. It's easier to get in. It's the same stuff. That's all I'm going to say.
No, yeah, I think probably very early on in the courting and dating section of relationships, you're like, yes, this is what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to go out on Valentine's Day. It's romantic. We'll do flowers. But once
That's true.
Once everyone is legally bound to stay together until you die, like it's just a day. There's. I would rather go out on a random Saturday night. When we're not wall to wall and there aren't like weird bouquets shaped like hearts hanging on the wall.
Totally. Yeah.
People
Maybe
trying to sell you
there's a
pictures.
little of our 8 to 12 years of marriage showing here in this answer. Yeah.
That's right.
You're right.
You're
You're
old.
right. Yeah, that is true. Oh, yeah. See, that one got sad at the end, too. Damn it.
Oh no.
What are we doing? Oh, life is short and time is fleeting. All right. Well, that was a great game. Thank you all for playing along with us. We hope you had a little bit of fun over there. Going to go ahead and have an existential crisis real quick while we go ahead and talk
Now,
about...
word from our sponsors.
Now, a word from our sponsors. Kleenex. Kleenex brand tissues. All right, here we go. We've gone off the rails. No, all right. So, hey, only thing left to do on this episode here, guys, is go ahead and give our review. Before that, any other realizations, ponderings on our Whispering Angel Rosé today?
Drink this cold. Drink it very cold.
Yeah.
Because it has warmed up since I've taken it out of the refrigerator and we started this thing, and it is significantly worse than it was when we first opened it. And I think that's purely due to temperature. So
I also want like a real negative connotation of like it is bad and it is getting worse. Like I don't think
that just means it's significantly worse than it was before. I haven't given you my starting point. So how could you say
it's funny because I was about to say like I had it like chilled out of the freezer and it was
love arguing semantics.
Good, and where it's come down a little bit, I'm still enjoying it. Yeah.
No, I agree. I think it's a fair point.
But mine's not warm yet.
Mine's nearing warm, and I'm having a similar situation as Colin. It's still it's pleasant. I'm having a fine time. But yeah, official stop wasting your wine recommendation. Grab some ice if you're grabbing this one as well.
Cold is better.
Chill it.
Keep it cold. All right. Anything else before we jump into our reviews? Let's do it.
Yeah, but did they like it? It's time for the review.
All right, well, let's go ahead and do it. And again, today we are going to review the Cave de Clan, I'm not sure if that's right, Whispering Angel from 2023 Rosé. So, as this is Aaron's choice today, we'll let you go last. And Colin, I'll go ahead and send it to you.
Yeah, sure. My bottle only cost me $16.99. So
What?
a couple, yeah, got it at
Where'd
Total
you
Wine.
go?
So
Total
Total
Wine.
Wine,
Okay.
yeah. Uh-huh. So a couple bucks off of 20. So I would say for $17, this is a pretty good wine to just have around. Like, I don't mind drinking this. It's not fantastic. It's not overly complex. It's simple, but it's super tasty. Pretty well structurally balanced. I don't really have too much to dislike about it, but it's also not blowing my mind. It's just
Sure.
it's not something that I'm gonna go to and grab or that I'm really interested in sharing with anybody else. But if it's around, if it's just like out and I'm feeling rosé, sure, I'll try it. So I think for those reasons, I'm gonna put it on the kitchen counter. It's a good wine just to have around, and I'm enjoying it. But there's just nothing really special to it.
Yep. That what you just said is exactly the kitchen counter and exactly where I'm putting mine as well. And I hope that doesn't come off as a negative to anybody listening to this, because
No, for sure.
the whole takeaway here is exactly like you were saying. It's fine. It's nice. It's enjoyable.
Yeah.
I think the things keeping this off of the kitchen table are, it's very straightforward. There's no complexity here. Very few things going on. What is going on, though, is very nice. It's nice, enjoyable. I don't think too many people are going to find things to fault on this or hate. Might just have a hard time finding things to love. That's all. So I'm right there with you. It's fine. It's wine. It's going on the kitchen counter. Aaron?
Yeah, I think what I'm trying to wrap my mind around is it worth the hype, right? Because I'm
question.
with both of you. As far as a rosé goes, one I'm going to grab for a barbecue or just bring over with friends when we know folks drinking rosé and bring it to a picnic. I wanted to just sit outside and drink. Like, sure, with both of you on the kitchen counter, like I would have it around. I would grab it to just have as a bottle. If I'm just bringing it for something low stakes, I would totally bring this. So it's definitely not a waste of your wine, and it's definitely not bad. But is it worth the hype of just being the rosé that people grab when they go out? And I would say that if you like this wine, there's no reason not to grab it. But man, I don't know. I bet we could find something better. I think we could.
I agree.
I think we could find.
I
something
think
better.
this is just
Totally
so
agree.
crushable
Mm-hmm.
that you don't have to be that into wine to enjoy this. So
Yeah.
if this is maybe your first introduction into rosé, it's super tasty. It's got some fruit, some nice acids. There's nothing offensive going on. So I think for that reason, just because it is so absolutely drinkable, that people can really coalesce around it and just enjoy it because it's just enjoyable.
I think that, and also, I mean, the presentation is really nice. Like, the bottle is nice.
is.
It looks like a fancy wine.
Mhm.
So I think, yeah, it gives off like it's a higher elevated kind of wine experience.
And look, if you and your partner like rosé, and you're going into Valentine's Day and you want to buy just like a affordable bottle of rosé that you want to grab and split and have fun with, go ahead, grab this. It's totally fine. And if you're choosing between this and the chicken wine, grab this. Spend
this one.
$2-3 extra and just get this wine. This is worlds better than the chicken wine. But if you want to like elevate, if you want to grab like a nice wine for Valentine's Day, just bring a couple extra bucks and get like some bubbles. Do something a little bit fancier. If you're not a red wine person, you want something light, like just go get a Cremant. Go do something. This is fine, but it's
You can
definitely
find
not.
some high-end rosé too. If you want to
Right.
drink rosé on Valentine's Day, just try something a little bit, maybe a little bit more expensive. Not saying that pricier always means better, but this is still sub $20, so I'm sure you could find a rosé in the $25-$30 range that would absolutely crush this one. So this is definitely a region and an area you can explore.
And we will help you find that better bottle. We have not found it yet.
We're still looking.
Olema crushes
Maybe I was
this
gonna say
one.
maybe the Olema. Like we go back, it's been a while.
Yeah.
That was one of our very first
Has
reviews.
been a while.
I think the Olema is probably a better bang for your buck. And once again, like that's not as well known, nor is it as widely available.
That's true.
So this is.
But I mean, if you
widely
got a
available.
Total Wine by you, you can probably get it.
Oh, you can absolutely get it.
Pretty available. Yeah.
So definitely kitchen counter. It's fine. It's great.
Yeah.
It's affordable. Enjoy. But if you want to grab a rosé that's actually a little bit more exciting, go grab Owen Lemma.
And let's go back to our point earlier of this might be the best wine that we've tried on this show that is available at a place like a grocery store too.
Sure.
So like I think that's quite an achievement. I think it's something
I know that
to
19
call
Crimes
out.
Frankenstein wine was slightly better than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
And the bottle talks to you.
It does talk to you. You're right. There's a
And
few.
I
The
would
Freak
just offer up
Show. Yeah, go ahead.
The Ruffino Ducale or Ducale.
That's true.
That you can find in a grocery store. I actually saw that the other day. I was like,
Yeah.
oh God, that's a
That
good
was
one.
also
So
my
that's,
choice,
that,
if I
It's going to be a hard
remember.
one to beat. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
as far as rosés go, this is a
right.
solid grocery store rosé.
Thanks, Aaron. Yeah.
Yes.
I got you.
Yeah.
Love
there you
arguing
go.
semantics.
Yeah. And
Semantics.
you have proven it multiple times on this episode, so thank you. I love that. All right, guys, so there you have it. I think no objection here, not a waste of your wine. Quite enjoyable. The Whispering Angel, you've heard of it. You've seen it. If you haven't given it a shot, yeah, go ahead, give it a go. Don't go out of your way, but, if you're around and you want to give it a shot, yeah, why not? Enjoy it.
Joel, certified porch
Yeah.
pounder?
Let me have one more sip before I put the official stamp on it, Got to take this very seriously.
Certified porch pounder.
I'm willing to put a CPP stamp on this. What do you guys think?
Boom. Certified porch pounder.
All right. There it is.
Definitely not a waste of your wine.
We're putting it on there. Certified Porch Pounder, Whispering Angel. Not a waste of your wine. Fun to try. Go on, check it out. And as always, this is a big one. A lot of people know about this one. We really hope that we hear what you guys think about this one as well. Colin. Wait, I feel like I've been going to Colin a lot lately. Aaron, how can the listener interact?
The floodgates are open, Joel. All the
Oh.
wounds have been healed. Please find us on Instagram. That's, you can send us a message, interact with our content. We love to see you there. Our website is up and fully operational. www.stopwastingyourwine.com.
We got it back. We paid the ransom.
Check it out.
We got
No,
full
no
control.
no
So
ransomware.
many
Matt,
Bitcoin.
no?
No.
Oh.
No, we're back. It's all right.
Why'd you ask me for $76 the other day? Randomly?
That was for something else.
Oh, okay. All right.
You can find our episodes. You can listen to them there. You can see what's in our fridge. You can always send us an email, stopwastingwine@gmail.com. You can find us on YouTube and watch our beautiful faces, me and HD. Colin and Joel need to update their cameras. You can
We are
obviously...
both in HD also.
Yeah, but are you?
Yeah.
You can see
Yes.
us on TikTok and Blue Sky and Threads and all the other nonsensical platforms that are out there in the wake of the world that we are currently existing in. And listen to us on Spotify.
Excellent.
And like and follow and review. Thank you.
There we go. That's my favorite part right there. Yep. Like, follow, review, wherever you're listening to us. And hey, tell a friend. All right.
you.
That'd be great.
And tell 2 or 3. If you got 3, go for it. Hey, this was a lot of fun. Thanks so much for coming and listening with us. Again, hope you had a lot of good times, learned a little bit of something. And looking forward to seeing you next week as well. So thanks for coming by and have a good one. And remember, stop wasting your wine.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.